LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life. SNHU. See yourself succeed at snhu.edu. And Toyota. Let's go places.
2020 gets started from Dignity Health Sports Park here in Carson, California, as Los Angeles Galaxy are set for their home opener against Western Conference rivals, Vancouver Whitecaps. Hey everybody, great to have you along for another season right here on Galaxy Radio. I'm Christian Miles, and today, well, is the day Galaxy fans have been waiting for. It's been 160 days since the Galaxy and their fans have seen their team here on their home pitch, ironically against the very same adversaries as this evening, since the Galaxy lost a thriller here at Dignity Health Sports Park last August by a score of 3-4. Now, over the last 5 months, much has changed between this team and that of last year. Zlatan is out, in comes Chicharito, to much adoring fanfare, and now that adoration is live and in person for the first time here tonight in Carson. Indeed, exciting times for the Galaxy. A winter house cleaning saw some big names exit Carson. Zlatan was joined by Roman Alessandrini, Uriel Antuna, Diego Polenta, and a whole host of others in his exit. General Manager Dennis Teclosa, as well as returning head coach Guillermo Barros Esqueloto, reloaded with some experienced attacking talent, along with Chicharito, Alexander Katai from the Chicago Fire, as well as Sasha Kleshkin coming over from Orlando City. That rebuild was put to the test on Saturday, where the Galaxy managed to secure a valuable point on the road to the Houston Dynamo for the first time in 3 years. But that one-on-one draw, it was a performance that might have raised more questions than answers. The Galaxy put in a solid shift defensively, limiting the chances for the Dynamo, although the second-half equalizer from Mao Manotas wasn't their finest hour. Going forward, there was some good play as well from the back, as Insua, the new fullback, and Felcher pushed forward, and David Bigham even picking up an assist on a wonder goal from Christian Pavone. We're going to step aside. There's more coming up. It's LA and Vancouver tonight on Galaxy Radio.
Of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
As the official education partner of the LA Galaxy, Southern New Hampshire University celebrates the goal setters and the goal getters, the hard workers, the fighters, and the up-all-nighters. At SNHU, we celebrate you. With flexible, affordable online courses and more than 200 programs to choose from, earning your degree is a goal you can achieve. Learn about SNHU's online courses at snhu.edu. Your celebration starts here. Visit snhu.edu.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
What's faster, more agile, and powerful than the LA Galaxy? A brand new Maserati Ghibli from San Manuel Casino. That's right, San Manuel Casino is giving away a Maserati Ghibli every Thursday in March. That's 4 chances to win one incredible Maserati. Club Serrano members can earn entries at the most slots on the West Coast and the most thrilling table games. San Manuel and the LA Galaxy are all thrill. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
If you've been looking for a great deal on a new car, truck, or even a minivan, we're going to make it easy. Because now, during Toyota's We Make It Easy sales event, you can get huge factory cashback offers on new 2020 Toyotas, like $2,000 back on Tundras, $1,750 back on Siennas, or $1,500 back on Avalons. There's even $1,000 back on Tacomas or CHRs. So see your Toyota dealer today. Excludes TRD Pro. Must take delivery from new car dealer stock by midnight March 2nd, 2020.
It's easy to buy or lease any new Toyota and easy to own one. Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care no-cost maintenance. You're covered for all normal factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. Performed by certified technicians using genuine Toyota parts. See your dealer for Toyota Care details and exclusions. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
And welcome back to Dignity Health Sports Park here on Galaxy Radio. Happy to have you along as we inch closer and closer to kickoff in the home opener for the Galaxy as they get set to take on their Western Conference rivals, the Vancouver Whitecaps. So the Galaxy off to a positive start despite some rumors of a flat performance. The goal coming against the Houston Dynamo 13 minutes after kickoff, part of that 1-1 draw. In fact, some saying perhaps that the goal might have come just a little bit too early. The Galaxy played really well with a high press in the first 20 minutes, but in the words of manager Guillermo Barros Esqueloto, they, meaning Houston, managed the ball better than the Galaxy. The Argentine boss went on to acknowledge that he was disappointed with a lack of cohesion with his team going forward and the struggles preeminently to find any clear-cut chances for Chicharito. And that all begs the question, can the Galaxy attack come together, and will the midfield, which was overrun in really long, large stretches last weekend against Houston, will that midfield be able to dictate play and support the front three and create those chances for Chicharito, who, of course, is trying to fill the huge void left by Zlatan Ibrahimovic? Well, that's going to be the big story. One of the other big stories has to do with returning fitness, and that means club captain Jonah Dos Santos will be reinstated into the lineup. And, of course, Jonah sidelined with a groin injury throughout much of preseason. In fact, didn't play in any of the 4 preseason games. They're happy to have him back and available for selection, so there will be a little bit of a midfield rejig tonight. However, we are not expecting any change in tactics for Guillermo Barros Esqueloto, as that 4-3-3 will probably be in effect as it was last weekend in Houston. For the Vancouver Whitecaps, they're trying to come back after a 2019 that you could characterize as miserable. They finished dead last in the Western Conference, 9 points below the nearest competitor in the 11th position, and now trying to pick up after missing out on the playoffs for the last 2 seasons. They did bring back head coach Marc Dos Santos and bring in 11 new players, and in similar vein to the Galaxy, they went looking south of the border for striking talent and poaching Canadian striker Lucas Cavallini, who was born and raised in Uruguay and played the last couple of seasons in Puebla down in Mexico. He's big, strong, physically imposing, and indeed expected to grab a lot of goals for this Whitecap team that really had their problems scoring goals last year. In fact, they have the second worst goal-scoring output of any team in Major League Soccer. The only one worst, FC Cincinnati. They'll be up against a Galaxy defense that many have said left a lot of room for improvement back in 2019. It's a team that conceded 59 times, tied for 20th out of 24th, along with the Houston Dynamo and the Vancouver Whitecaps. And conceding those 59 goals was the most of any of the 14 playoff teams. So indeed, the Galaxy trying to get things right in the back. They did make the offseason acquisition of the Argentine Emiliano Insua to shore up the left back position. However, a big blow was dealt to them in preseason as Danilo Acosta, who was expected to play a role on the back line, specifically as a left back and possibly pushing Insua into the center. Now, he was lost to a preseason ACL injury and will not be able to feature for quite some time. And that has led to a central defensive partnership of Nick DePuy as well as Pipo Gonzalez, the Costa Rican. DePuy deputizing for the injured Daniel Steres, but there is good news on the injury front in that regard. Steres, who is also sat out much stretches of preseason with that groin injury, is available on the 18 squad, is in on the substitutes bench tonight for Guillermo Barros Esqueloto. So we shall see what kind of a role he plays, if he plays one at all. They may be saving him, of course, for next week, as the Galaxy will pay a visit to David Beckham and Inter Miami. The Galaxy, it's a team that managed the ball a little bit better in the second half against the Houston Dynamo. They'll be looking for more of that. And, of course, that will lead to another change in the starting lineups, which we will get to here in a moment. But expect Sasha Kleshtin to play a big role and a switch of sorts, as Alexander Katai, one of the new men brought into the fold, will feature from the get-go. And along with Joe Corona, who was one of the switches tonight, and he will get a chance to play in that three-man setup with Perry Kitchen dropping to the bench. Corona, of course, coming in just around the hour mark, replacing Katai, and had a real positive influence. And in fact, that influence was cited by Esqueloto, saying, you know, we managed the team, managed the ball a lot better since Corona came on. We'll be looking for more of that against the Vancouver Whitecaps. All right, we're going to step aside. When we return, we'll have a look at the Modelo starting lineups. Who's in and who's out? It's the home opener. It's the LA Galaxy and the Vancouver Whitecaps, and it's only on Galaxy Radio.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Saving is easy with Spectrum Mobile. Unlike other providers, you can actually mix and match our unlimited and by the gig data plans so you can build the perfect family plan. Unlimited nationwide talk and text is always included. See for yourself with a Spectrum Mobile savings calculator. Go to spectrummobile.com/save and see how you could save up to 40% or more. Plus, you can change plans without penalty, and there are no added taxes, fees, or contracts. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Restrictions apply. Check for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
What's faster, more agile, and powerful than the LA Galaxy? A brand new Maserati Ghibli from San Manuel Casino. That's right, San Manuel Casino is giving away a Maserati Ghibli every Thursday in March. That's 4 chances to win one incredible Maserati. Club Serrano members can earn entries at the most slots on the West Coast and the most thrilling table games. San Manuel and the LA Galaxy are all thrilled. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
If you've been looking for a great deal on a new car, truck, or even a minivan, we're going to make it easy. Because now, during Toyota's We Make It Easy sales event, you can get huge factory cashback offers on new 2020 Toyotas, like $2,000 back on Tundras, $1,750 back on Siennas, or $1,500 back on Avalons. There's even $1,000 back on Tacomas or CHRs. So see your Toyota dealer today. Excludes TRD Pro. Must take delivery from new car dealer stock by midnight March 2nd, 2020.
It's easy to buy or lease any new Toyota and easy to own one. Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care no-cost maintenance. You're covered for all normal factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. Performed by certified technicians using genuine Toyota parts. See your dealer for Toyota Care details and exclusions. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome back to Carson, California, the site of the LA Galaxy's 2020 MLS home opener here in the Western Conference as they get set to kick off against the Vancouver Whitecaps in just about 14 minutes' time. Happy to have you along. I'm Christian Miles. Time now to take a look at today's starting 11, brought to you by Modelo. Brewed with the highest quality ingredients for a taste that's pure gold. Modelo. Brewed for those with a fighting spirit. We will begin with the LA Galaxy. As I mentioned, it's an unchanged back four for Guillermo Barros Esqueloto from the team that took that 1-1 draw at Houston. Felcher at right back. Nick DePuy gets his second consecutive start, but Daniel Steres is available as a substitute on the bench. It will be Depew forming that central defensive partnership with Pipo Gonzalez, the Costa Rican, as well as Emiliano Insua, who is very impressive, making some forward runs from the left back spot. They will sit just in front of David Bingham. And one of the other changes coming in, one of two changes, will be Jonah Dos Santos, who comes in to replace Perry Kitchen, who drops to the bench. Jonah coming in to the fold for the first time after missing large stretches of the preseason due to a groin injury. He featured in 29 of the Galaxy's 34 games last year, scoring twice and adding 3 assists. The other change also comes in the center of the park, as Seba Leggett will drop to the bench tonight for Guillermo Barros Escaloto. He calls on Joe Corona to provide a little bit more steel in the center alongside Sasha Kleshtin. Those two will be just in front of Jonah Dos Santos, who is expected to play a big role as the number 6. Unchanged 3-man front line up top. It will be the Serbian winger Alexander Kataj, who put in a solid shift, although there is some lingering issues and perhaps some questions about his fitness, as he was only able to go 60 minutes last week. Chicharito gets the start and his first ever home start in Major League Soccer. And of course, Christian Pavon, who's looking more and more like an MLS MVP candidate each and every game. He had that wonder goal last week, which put him in the running for MLS Goal of the Week and also put him in to the starting 11 for MLS Team of the Week. The 24-year-old Argentine taking up a similar position as he did last year on the left-hand side of the attack, but his role will be a little bit different. The Galaxy trying to find a better way to connect and create more chances. This is a team that whipped in 27 crosses last week into Chicharito and others, and looking for perhaps a little bit of a twist on that and perhaps more linking and interchangeable play. We shall see. Now to the Vancouver Whitecaps, and they're going to make 3 changes from the team that lost their home opener in real embarrassing fashion at BC Place, 3-1 by Sporting Kansas City. The 2 changes come in an MLS debut on the back line. Janio Bikel, the man who was born in Guinea-Bissau and a Portuguese nationality, has been impressive in training. And Andy Rose will come into the back 4 as well, the former UCLA man coming in. And of course, in his second year with the Whitecaps after some time abroad, Jasser Khmiri, the talented young Tunisian, along with Ali Adnan, the Iraqi international, will be playing a designated player role at left back. In midfield, it will be Christian Dahome, as well as Imbam Hwang, Russell Tybert, as well as David Milinkovic, who's been very impressive. The French-born Milinkovic really providing that attacking impetus down the left-hand side. The third change will come up top as Jordi Reyna drops out of the first 11 in favor of Toussaint Ricketts, the 32-year-old Canada international, who scored in that big 4-3 win for Vancouver last year. And of course, you may remember in his previous tenure with Toronto, putting 2 past the Galaxy earlier in his career with TFC. And the designated player up top is the 27-year-old Lucas Cavallini. They call him the Tank. He's their new designated player. Scored 3 times in preseason, including 1 in a 4-1 defeat to the Galaxy earlier in February. He has 17 caps for the Canadian national team after coming through the youth system at Nacional down in Uruguay. That is the same youth system, by the way, that brought us the likes of Diego Polenta. So there it is, your Modelo first team news. Vancouver going up on the road and looking for their first points of the season here at the LA Galaxy, and really trying to emulate what they did last year when it was a 4-3 affair. Doniel Henry, who has since left the team, along with Theo Bair, as well as Toussaint Ricketts and Michael Chirinos, getting that winner in stoppage time. This is the 23rd meeting between these two. The Galaxy have won 11 of them, with Vancouver claiming their 6th last September 29th. And of course, 5 of these clashes have been draws. However, when it comes to playing in Carson, a different story. Just 8 wins for the Galaxy, just 3 wins for Vancouver, and 1 draw. We shall see what is in store tonight, but eager anticipation. The Galaxy with a packed house, expected to be somewhere around 27,000, all here to see the home debut of the 2020 LA Galaxy team and their first look in person in Major League Soccer play here on their home ground of Chicharito, who has really captured the imagination of Major League Soccer. He made the rounds on the late night talk shows last week, appearing, of course, on Jimmy Kimmel, as well as James Corden's show, who is in the house tonight, and expecting big things of the former Real Madrid and Manchester United man. All right, we're going to step aside. When he returns, we'll kick things off. It's the Galaxy and the Vancouver Whitecaps. It's all coming up next, right here on Galaxy Radio. Make sure you stay with us.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life. SNHU. See yourself succeed at snhu.edu. And Toyota. Let's go places.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Saving is easy with Spectrum Mobile. Unlike other providers, you can actually mix and match our unlimited and by the gig data plans so you can build the perfect family plan. Unlimited nationwide talk and text is always included. See for yourself with the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator. Go to spectrummobile.com/save and see how you could save up to 40% or more. Plus, you can change plans without penalty, and there are no added taxes, fees, or contracts. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Restrictions apply. Check for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
What's faster, more agile, and powerful than the LA Galaxy? A brand new Maserati Ghibli from San Manuel Casino. That's right, San Manuel Casino is giving away a Maserati Ghibli every Thursday in March. That's 4 chances to win one incredible Maserati. Club Serrano members can earn entries at the most slots on the West Coast and the most thrilling table games. San Manuel and the LA Galaxy are all thrill. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
If you've been looking for a great deal on a new car, truck, or even a minivan, we're going to make it easy. Because now, during Toyota's We Make It Easy sales event, you can get huge factory cashback offers on new 2020 Toyotas, like $2,000 back on Tundras, $1,750 back on Siennas, or $1,500 back on Avalons. There's even $1,000 back on Tacomas or CHRs. So see your Toyota dealer today. Excludes TRD Pro. Must take delivery from new car dealer stock by midnight March 2nd, 2020.
It's easy to buy or lease any new Toyota and easy to own one. Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care no-cost maintenance. You're covered for all normal factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. Performed by certified technicians using genuine Toyota parts. See your dealer for Toyota Care details and exclusions. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places. LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life. SNHU. See yourself succeed at snhu.edu. And Toyota. Let's go places.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Saving is easy with Spectrum Mobile. Unlike other providers, you can actually mix and match our unlimited and by the gig data plans so you can build the perfect family plan. Unlimited nationwide talk and text is always included. See for yourself with the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator. Go to spectrummobile.com/save and see how you could save up to 40% or more. Plus, you can change plans without penalty, and there are no added taxes, fees, or contracts. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Restrictions apply. Check for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
What's faster, more agile, and powerful than the LA Galaxy? A brand new Maserati Ghibli from San Manuel Casino. That's right, San Manuel Casino is giving away a Maserati Ghibli every Thursday in March. That's 4 chances to win one incredible Maserati. Club Serrano members can earn entries at the most slots on the West Coast and the most thrilling table games. San Manuel and the LA Galaxy are all thrill. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
If you've been looking for a great deal on a new car, truck, or even a minivan, we're going to make it easy. Because now, during Toyota's We Make It Easy sales event, you can get huge factory cashback offers on new 2020 Toyotas, like $2,000 back on Tundras, $1,750 back on Siennas, or $1,500 back on Avalons. There's even $1,000 back on Tacomas or CHRs. So see your Toyota dealer today. Excludes TRD Pro. Must take delivery from new car dealer stock by midnight March 2nd, 2020.
It's easy to buy or lease any new Toyota and easy to own one. Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care no-cost maintenance. You're covered for all normal factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. Performed by certified technicians using genuine Toyota parts. See your dealer for Toyota Care details and exclusions. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
And welcome back. All the fanfare, all the buildup, and all the hype is now behind us as we get down to brass tacks. It's the home opener for their 2020 version of the LA Galaxy as they get set to lock horns with their conference rivals, the Whitecaps of Vancouver. Happy to have you along for this 23rd meeting between these two. I am Christian Miles, and we will be with you throughout the entire 2020 season here on Galaxy Radio as the LA Galaxy beginning the Chicharito era, filling those big shoes left by the departed Zlatan Ibrahimovic. A nearly packed to capacity crowd here at the Dignity Health Sports Park. The grass berm is open. And, of course, the Victoria Park stands as well open. It's a new look Galaxy looking for their first win of the season here on match day 2, following that 1-1 draw last Saturday at the Houston Dynamo. Similar story for Vancouver, trying to pick up the pieces after a dreadful 2019 that saw them finish dead last in the Western Conference and failing to reach the playoffs for the second consecutive year. They didn't exactly start things anew last week as they came up short in their home opener. 3-1 losers by Sporting Kansas City. So indeed, they'll be desperate to impress tonight, and they would love nothing more than to repeat the exploits of what their last visit entailed. Remember, in September last year, it was the Galaxy losing to Vancouver on 3-4, and that stoppage time winner for Michael Chirinos. So indeed, the Galaxy know that this Vancouver team can hurt them. And in fact, is a Vancouver team they saw in preseason as well earlier this season in Carson, as Vancouver made their way all the way down here. And it was a 4-1 victory back in early February for the Galaxy. And they'll be looking for much the same today. It's a match that was played behind closed doors. It stands in sharp contrast tonight to the stands that are packed to capacity here in beautiful Carson, California. A chilly night in Southern California, and temperatures hovering just around 57 degrees. And there's a bit of moisture in the air with humidity reaching just above 70%. It won't dampen the enthusiasm, though, for the Los Angeles Galaxy, as they want to keep things going and begin the Chicharito era on the right foot and trying to pick up from a team that managed to qualify for the playoffs last year. Had a bit of a sputter down the stretch, which kept them from having a home playoff game. However, it's a team that feels they have made the right moves so far. Still some moves to make, perhaps in the defensive ranks, but with Chicharito on the pitch, anything is possible. And it is the all-time leading goal scorer in Mexican history and national team history, doing his customary prayer on his knees at center field before the start of this one, as the anticipation mounts, and we are underway. The Galaxy will be defending the eastern goal in their white strip tonight, and starting quickly in possession. Quickly lost that time by Chicharito, and it'll go back to Vancouver. Possession very much the order of the day. It's a Galaxy team that conceded nearly 60% of that possession to Houston last week. That's one of the areas of improvement that has been targeted during this week in training by head coach Guillermo Barros Esqueloto. Throwing on the near side here for Vancouver, and standing over it will be one of their exciting young players, Christian Dahome. A 4-2-3-1 setup here for Marc Dos Santos. They try to play it up for Cavallini as their new designated player. Good work that time from Dahome, a young Colombian who has pace in abundance and has done really well to earn the first quarter of the evening here for Vancouver. Finished 2019 in real disappointing fashion with 8 wins and 16 losses, along with 10 draws. We shall see what they conjure up on this occasion. So Ali Adnan, the Iraqi, has that potent left foot. The Galaxy going with a mix of zonal as well as man-to-man marking. And Adnan's delivery straight into the teeth of the penalty area, and the Galaxy missing that one as it pops high. Decent delivery from Adnan. And unfortunately for Vancouver, they couldn't quite steer it on target, as that one just goes begging. Barros Esqueloto now in his second season as LA Galaxy head coach. Jasir Kamira getting on the end of that corner kick, but failing to find the target. So David Bingham, who was the busiest goalkeeper in Major League Soccer last year, making 141 saves, 30 more than anybody nearer to him, and faced more shots as well, 20 more shots than the next closest goalkeeper. He does not want to be that busy this evening, but what a night it was 1 week ago. One of the positives is that 60-yard punt that Bingham managed to play for Christian Pavón, who did all that work, and you know the rest of the story, and that wonder goal that got the Galaxy off and running just 13 minutes in. They'd love something similar tonight. Push up for Toussaint. Ricketts. Possession lost now, and it'll go right back to the Caps. Out comes the goalkeeper, Maxime Crepeau. He sends it up wide on the right-hand side. It'll trickle out of play, and a throw-in for the Galaxy inside their own half. Galaxy managing that ball well in the late stages of the second half. Managed it well early on with that high-pressing game against Houston. The first 20 minutes, they looked like gangbusters. Things tended to fade, and perhaps some saying that that goal may have come just a little too early. Galaxy taking their foot off the gas and letting the Dynamo back into the game. We'll see if the lessons were learned, as LA will have the throw. Winning 8 of the previous 12 encounters between these two. Ig Carson. Corona now finding it to the left-hand side for Insua, the former Liverpool man. It's onside for Christian Pavón, who strides into the half now, lowers that shoulder, goes right past the fullback, Janio Bikel, who's making his MLS debut. And it's the Galaxy who get their first corner. Bikel, of course, impressing in training this week for Vancouver. They're on the back foot here. That one's fired out of play. It'll drift over the byline and be a goal kick for Maxime Crepeau, as it was overhit by Pavón. But Bikel, of course, playing most recently just last month in Bulgaria for Bulgarian powerhouse CSKA Sofia. Still looking for the game's first chance. And a corner apiece, Maxime Crepeau, Vancouver's reigning player of the year, recording 5 shutouts last year, making 114 saves. Only 4 of their goalkeepers are busier, including David Bingham in Major League Soccer in 2019. Galaxy on the back foot, plays out though, and they'll get it back, throw in for Felcher. He finds his way into Alexander Katai, who's dropped all the way back, the Serbian winger, just providing a little extra attacking support. We'll see how the Galaxy approach this one. Much has been made about their 4-3-3 setup. Katai usually playing wide on the right with Pavon on the left, flanking Chicharito in the middle. But it's Vancouver in possession now. Here's Bikel working it for Dahome. Nice interchange between those two. And possession won back by the Galaxy. Kleshtin now linking with Katai, who drops center into the Vancouver half. And Felcher did well to retrieve after initially seeing his first touch let him down. Higher pressure here from the Whitecaps is Pavon really fancying his chances in 1v1 situations. But that last off of the Argentine winger, and it will be a throw-in here for the Caps. Only 14 points on their travels last year for Vancouver and 3 victories in 17 games away from BC Place. One of those being right here in Carson at the expense of the Galaxy. In rather embarrassing fashion. And you may remember that was about the second to last game of the season, or third, and really derailed the Galaxy's playoff hopes, finishing higher and garnering a home game in the MLS postseason, which of course came to a disappointing end to the team across town after a first-round defeat of Minnesota United FC. Galaxy take over possession 7 minutes in. Still goalless between these two people. Gonzalez getting the nod tonight alongside Nick DePuy, with Daniel Steres listed as fit and available on the substitutes bench. And a big switch from the right-hand side, picking out Pavon. He's done well, and he's got the overlap from Insua. Flag stays down. Insua crosses, and right there to meet it was Katai, who couldn't steer his header on target. But it was great build-up play from Insua, who made that menacing overlapping run to pick out the Serbian, who failed to steer it and test Maxime Crepeau in the Vancouver goal. You remember Katai had one of those great chances last weekend as well against Houston and failed to find the target as well. Looked to be a little bit sharper in front of goal. Did well to get over it, about 6 yards out. You wouldn't put it past the former Chicago Fireman. He scored 6 times in 29 games, along with 7 assists for Chicago last season. And push it back from Kamiri. Here's Bikel, pressured by Christian Pavon, who bowls him over. Free kick here for Vancouver. You mentioned much of the attacking woes in the Galaxy pregame show for Vancouver. That really wasn't the story last year for the Galaxy. It was Zlatan Ibrahimovic, accounting for over half of their goals. The Galaxy managed to put 58 past the opposition, tying them for 3rd best in Major League Soccer, along with the Columbus Crew, Atlanta, as well as Philadelphia. And that was an 8-goal improvement from the team 2 years ago. Trying to continue that steady trajectory here in 2020. Trying to build out of their own half. Heavy touch from Kleshtin, who's made his way over from Orlando City in the offseason at a free signing. Of course, a bit of a homecoming for Sasha, who played earlier here in Carson in his career with Chivas USA, straight out of college. Originally from Huntington Beach. Here's Jonah Dos Santos. Finally getting his first touch of 2020 and locating the lights of Pipo Gonzalez. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of a role Jonah Dos Santos plays this season. They have him in as the number 6 tonight with Corona and Kleshtin a little farther in front. It's Corona with some nifty footwork, releasing Insua. Now strides into the Vancouver half. Overrunning it, though, was Pavon. And possession won back by Imbam Huang for Vancouver. They have a bustling presence of their own in David Milinkovic, who's on loan from English side Hull City. Interesting contrast of tactical setups tonight between Marc Dos Santos and Guillermo Berros Esqueloto. Andy Rose, one of the 3 changes tonight for Vancouver, playing in the center of the park, a familiar name to soccer fans in the Southland, as he did feature for UCLA back in 2008 through 2011. Underneath that heavy ball forward was Nick DePuy, utilizing his 6'5" frame to very good effect. Here's Jonah linking up nicely with Insua. Pavon, and great understanding between the two Argentines, but in the end a little heavy as it drifts over the touchline, and it will be another Vancouver throw. But you can see the modus operandi here for the Galaxy, trying to find some inroads and some joy down this left-hand side. Corona intercepts the throw, and a little casual and lackluster from Vancouver. They win it back, however, but it's a foul. And they'll go against Janio Biquel on a free kick here for LA. Soccer fans, join us for the biggest moments of 2020 as an LA Galaxy season ticket member. Season ticket members receive the best seats at the best rates, exclusive access to LA Galaxy players and alumni, invitations to members-only events, and more. Secure your memberships today at lagalaxy.com/since96. Serve one right into the area, and it's repelled nicely, and the Galaxy on the back foot here as Vancouver looks to break down this left-hand side. Milinkovic links in the middle with Huang. He's found the gap. Huang pulls it back. It's Inbam Huang. Great block that time in the center of the park by Alexander Kutai, who tracked all the way back to deny the South Korea international. Dahome puts one in and straight into the gloves of David Bingham. So some impressive work on the counterattack. This time from Vancouver as it goes all the way to the other end, but into the hands of Maxime Crepeau. A lot of games unfolding today. Sporting Kansas City victorious so far. Still 6 minutes to play. 4-0 up on Houston in the 84th. Earlier was Minnesota winning in San Jose in impressive fashion, 5-2. While Atlanta United 2-1 victors over SC Cincinnati without Josef Martinez. Toronto 1-0 over NYCFC. And DC United beating David Beckham and Inter Miami by a score of 2-1. It was FC Dallas 2, Montreal 2. And of course Real Salt Lake drawing at 1 apiece against New York Red Bulls at home, while Chicago did the same at New England. Busy docket and a free kick now, about halfway inside the Galaxy's own half here for the Whitecaps. 13th minute. So, see what kind of proficiency they can develop here from dead ball situations. Scoring wasn't exactly the Caps' strong suit last year. They'll look for something better this time around. Huang standing over it. Adnan drives one in and headed away by Joe Corona. Well dealt with, though, in the end, but the Galaxy able to clear their lines. Another game unfolding tonight. Seattle at home to the Columbus Crew. So Vancouver able to pick up possession here, and they've had the better of it. You have to say in that regard in the first quarter of an hour. Mikel finding Dahome down this right-hand side. Mikel slotting in at that right back position, displacing a Jake Nerwinski, who's actually the only player on target last week against Sporting Kansas City for the Caps. They'll work it out to the left-hand side now and try to utilize the skill of their left back, Adnan, who sends one long, trying to pick out the run of Milinkovic, who did really well with his first touch. Stood up nicely, though, by Nick DePuy. Milinkovic looking to cross, and it's headed away by Insua. Here's Sasha Kleshchin building for Joe Corona. Plays it up, Chicharito now. Lays it off, it's supported by Alexander Kutai. Big switch from Kutai, locating an onside Christian Pavon. And here comes Pavon looking to drop that shoulder goes right, puts it out in front. It's Katai at the top of the area, gets it caught in the spokes, sets it up. It's Rolf Felcher who's come all the way forward on the switch. It's Pavone who took it on the volley and sent it high. Decent effort from the Argentine. Wouldn't that have been something special? For about 15 yards out, a really cute angle to the right of goalkeeper Maxime Crepeau. Didn't have to make a save as it was well high on the crossbar. Have to applaud the build-up play though from the Galaxy. Not exactly slick, but enterprising nonetheless. Galaxy fans, witness the action in the atmosphere live in person when the Galaxy returns to the Dig here at Dignity Health Sports Park coming up on March 22nd. Come watch as Chicharito, Jonah Dos Santos, Christian Pavone and the Galaxy take on Orlando City Sunday, March 22nd at 3 p.m. Tickets still available now at lagalaxy.com/tickets. 0-0 between LA and Vancouver, 16th minute here at Dignity Health Sports Park. Galaxy on their home debut. They won 11 times in 17 games. Very impressive home record. Their best home run here at Carson since 2015 last season. 5 defeats along with 1 draw. Here's Dahomey now. As Vancouver taking possession. Bong in the center of the park. Forming that connection with Russell Tybert, part of a double pivot. And a 4-2-3-1 setup tonight for Vancouver. They'll work it back to their keeper, Maxime Crepeau. Higher pressure here from Chicha. Mikel gets under the kick and concedes possession as Kleshtin tidies up in midfield. Here's Nick DePuy. Playing it wide to the right-hand side for Rolf Felcher. Once again is preferred to Julian Araujo, the talented teenager who's also on the substitutes bench this evening. Joe Corona now had a number switch with the arrival of Chicharito, going from 14 to 15. As Chicha could lay claim to his preferred number, which has been his number throughout his career. It may break here for Emiliano Insua. Dug it out really well. Sasha Kleshtin thinks about it, lays it back. It's Katai. Misfires high, and the Galaxy have had 3 decent opportunities, none of which have been on target, and it's a continuing theme from last weekend at Houston. They have had 56% of the possession here in the opening quarter of an hour. Nice interchange and linking play with Insua and Kleshtin to set it up nicely on the back heel for Alexander Katai, who hit at dead center just outside the D, but Katai still looking to find the goal-scoring mark. Putting that 58-minute shift, as I mentioned, and looked very sharp in preseason as well. Here comes Pavone trying to push it forward for Chicharito. Easily intercepted at the back by Josser Kamiri, the Tunisian center half. Here's Mbam Huang. And back to the Australian-born Andy Rose, featuring in the center of defense. A real utility man, as they say, able to feature in a fullback role in central midfield, but called upon in the center of the park tonight. On those 3 changes, and he comes in, of course, for Derek Cornelius. So partner Kamiri, Cornelius starting last week, the big Canadian, but he drops to the bench for the Whitecaps. The question is Lucas Cavallini, who came in with much fanfare up in British Columbia after a successful run with Puebla the last 2.5 seasons in Mexico. A chance to see him in Liga MX, and he was every bit the part. Backed it up with some good play last summer for Canada at the Gold Cup in 2019 as well. Drops in midfield now for Christian Pavone. Lays it off for supporting Joe Corona. Dead ball now to move a free kick for the Caps. As I mentioned, they won 4-3 here in LA. That was a big win for them. They managed to do it the previous time 3 years ago in July of 2017 when a Tony Ciani second half goal was the only thing that separated the Galaxy from the Whitecaps. Remember back in 2018 it was an Ibrahimovic double along with Roman Alessandrini, 3-0 for the Galaxy over the Caps. Here's Toussaint Ricketts into that Galaxy final third. He'll lay one off, good looking cross, and it was there for Cavallini. A decent ball from Milinkovic, but big Canadian-born striker unable to steer it on target. Real interesting character, Lucas Cavallini. Big, strong, El Tanque, as he was known down in Uruguay, where he spent a large part of his childhood. Scored 29 goals in 81 appearances in 2.5 seasons with Puebla. 5 of those goals coming in the 2019 Apertura just last fall. Depew gets under it for the Galaxy. And Adnan will let it run out. Far side throw in now for the visitors. Trying to work it forward for Cavallini. He did really well to locate Toussaint Ricketts, who's got a lot of white in front of him. Cuts it back on his right for about 30 yards. Lackluster effort. It falls. It's Cavallini. Takes a deflection. And a good piece of concentration that time from Galaxy goalkeeper David Bingham. It didn't have much on it, but it did take a change of direction, deflecting, I believe, off of Nick Depew. David Bingham, 141 saves and 8 clean sheets in 2019. He is going to be paramount this season. Meanwhile, on the front foot is Rolf Felcher, well into the Vancouver half. Lays it off on the right-hand side of the box for Kataya. Sends one in, trying to pick out Chicharito. Cross just not good enough as it was dispatched easily by Andy Rose. On the other side, Felcher's cross met by Jasur Kamiri. It was a real easy, predictable approach for the Galaxy in regards to the defense to counteract it. Houston really packing the box last week and able to gobble up all those crosses in the area. So far, for the Vancouver Whitecaps, they've looked rather comfortable with the Galaxy setup. Still no goals as we head into the midpoint of half number 1. Great to have you along for another season of Galaxy Radio. Lucas Cavallini flaring out wide to the left-hand side has won a throw. About 10 yards off the far right corner of the Galaxy penalty area, occupied by David Bingham. Alexander Katai really dropping back and doing a lot of the defensive work tonight. Here's Mbam Huang. Back to the center circle as Kamiri, the central defender, has come forward to join the attack, and it's a very poor ball, but it's cleaned up nicely by Janio Biquel. Leaves it off for Christian Dahome wide on the right. He'll need a good cross. Excellent block. And a piece of 1v1 defending from Emiliano Insua. He is quality, folks. That's why he made nearly 50 appearances for Liverpool FC over in the UK. Usually brought into the fold by former manager Rafa Benitez before moving on in a successful stint with Stuttgart in Germany. Here's Huang in possession down this right-hand side, nowhere to go. Galaxy with 11 behind it. Chicharito playing as that lone striker. Work it up for Milinkovic, nicely dispossessed by Katai. He's got a combative side to his game. Depew makes the clearance, but sends it right back to the Vancouver midfield. They'll boot it forward, and chasing is Cavallini, but a 1v1 duel won by Nick Depew. Just picked the pocket of Cavallini, and here comes Katai looking to build out of midfield. Big, long diagonal, and Klepo all the way outside his area. It's an open goal, and Kleshchin tries to pick his pocket and sends it wide. Great idea from Kleshchin, who showed very good awareness. It would have been a catastrophic mistake from Maxime Klepo, who got his lines crossed with his defender. There's no need to come and claim that, and Janio Biquel was onto it. That could have been disastrous, and the Galaxy missing a very good opportunity, still looking for first chance on target. Close to 60% possession so far for Los Angeles. 25th minute, no goals between these two. Cavallini drops that shoulder and just blows right past Wolf Felcher. He has deceiving pace. And Felcher, the Venezuelan, fouling Cavallini. It'll be a free kick. About 10 yards outside the right-hand side of the Galaxy penalty area for Cavallini, despite a chorus of boos. Most of those directed toward referee Ismail Elfaf. Elfaf, by the way, in his 9th season as an MLS official. The Moroccan-born American, has been at the helm throughout many of these years, assisted by Kyle Atkins, Corey Parker, and Alex Chilowitz. The man up in the booth, VAR, is Tim Ford. Free kick, 26th. Wong to deliver. Off that right foot, the Korean puts in a great delivery. The header off the bar. A sensational effort by Andy Rose. And a scary moment for the Galaxy. Just drifts out off the foot of Insua, so it will be Vancouver's ball. A little casual that time from Insua, and that will bring manager Guillermo Barros Escaloto off his bench. What a great set piece effort that time from Vancouver. Hitting the top side of the crossbar. It was a near post run by Rose, who did really well to meet it. Best chance of the night for either team. Chicha diving in and winning that one against the likes of Russell Tybert, but Vancouver keep possession, pushing it forward for a withdrawn Cavallini, who tries to play it into the corner on the left-hand side, but asking a bit too much of Ali Agnan. Just a reminder, soccer fans, compete against top soccer clubs from around the world, including Cruz Azul and León, as part of the 3rd annual LA Galaxy Cup. California's premier international tournament kicks off on April 6th at the beautiful Orange County Park in Irvine, California. The prestigious tournament provides the highest level of competition for domestic as well as international teams. Submit your team at LAGalaxyCup.com today. Here is Katai setting his sights on goal, and it's repelled by Andy Rose. And it will be a free kick for Los Angeles. Galaxy have ventured forward, still trying to find that crispness, that cohesion. Remember, just the 2nd game in to the season. And despite having gone through preseason in that rigorous fitness regime by head athletic and fitness coach Javier Valdecantos, still trying to knock off the rust. Here's Kleshkin, who's knitted a nice pass to the left-hand side for Christian Pavone, who drops right past Bikel. It's good coverage at the back. Originally beating Tahome, and Bikel with a nice recovery. Corner number 2 coming up here for LA. This is where they can be prosperous. They brought up Insua and Big Nick Dupuis. It was impressive in preseason, grabbing a goal off a header from a corner kick delivered by the very same Christian Pavone. Looking for that same recipe. And wait for Jonathan Dos Santos to re-enter the frame. Pavone to deliver on this near side, whips one in. Intended target, Felcher. It's belted by Katai. Felcher can't latch onto it and make a quick enough reaction to send one towards goal. And Vancouver clear their line. Here's Insua. Looking to build once again down this left-hand side where they've had so much joy. And Rose coming across for an out-of-position Mikel, and Pavone is firing into the gloves of Crepeau. And Sasha Kleshkin, as well as Chicharito, making that run. Had a chance to catch up with some of the Spanish-speaking media and former players saying, you know, when you have the likes of Christian Pavone, he's a player that can play wide. He thinks goal first. They look for a goal here from Chicha. Crowd gets to its feet. It drops to Corona, who switches the point of attack to this left-hand side. Into the Vancouver final third for Christian Pavone, who drops middle. He's fouled by Bikel right in front of referee Ismail Elfaf. who goes to the pocket, and it will be the first booking, I believe, of the evening for Janio Bikel on his MLS debut. No, Fath opting to pull it back and going for the magic foam. So they'll have a word here telling them to organize their line. No booking for Janio Bikel, who really dove in rashly on Pavone, and well worth the yellow in my estimation. I've seen him given for much, much less. Nevertheless, it's presented a good opportunity here for the Galaxy, just to the right of center of the Vancouver penalty area, and about 27 yards out for Katai, who hits it with the right, takes a deflection in, pings off of Jasser Kamiri, and it will come out for a Galaxy corner kick, number 3 on the evening. As we head past the half-hour mark here in Carson. A lot of anticipation, fans as high as the old grass berm. Those of you that have been down to Carson to see the Galaxy play know exactly what I'm talking about. It is back, and in very good effect tonight. Right inside now and nowhere to go for Christian Pavone. The Galaxy, though, will keep the throw. It will be Katai. He'll defer to Rolf Felcher, who has the best throw of any of these Galaxy players. Not the best result of that interchange between Felcher and Katai, as it's volleyed out of play and presenting a gift for the Vancouver Whitecaps, who were let off the hook. Sporting Kansas City managed to make it 2-1 at halftime last weekend in Vancouver, after Jake Nerwinski equalized following an Alan Polito goal. Still looking for our first here tonight. Meanwhile, Suwa belts one in. Last off of the Vancouver defense, and Ali Adnan. So corner number 4 arising now for the Galaxy. Let's see what they draw up. Depew forward along with Pipo Gonzalez, still taken short. Pavone's drifted over to this right-hand side and plays one off of Milinkovic, tightened up by Insua and Jonah Dos Santos. This season it was for Jonah. And those injury concerns, able to recover in time to make the 11. He trained all week. And some positive reviews from Guillermo Barros Esqueloto. Meanwhile, Pavone twisting and turning, trying to knit it through. Katai was in. Flag goes up. He was in the offside position anyway before he was brought down. Katai just lurking behind enemy lines prematurely, so it will be a free kick here for Vancouver. The referee, though, overruling and awarding the corner kick. Interesting move, and the flag had gone up with the referee's assistant. So a break for the Galaxy. So we'll see how they mark up here. It's a zonal system used by Vancouver. About 6 packing inside the 6-yard box. Katai whips one in off the head of Vancouver's Russell Tybert. Dahome is floated over to this left-hand side, trying to initiate the counter-attack. Slowed by Katai, who pulls him down from behind. That's going to be the first booking of the season for the Serbian winger. No argument from Alexander Katai. 29 years of age. Turns 30 next month, Katai. Will be a useful acquisition. After spending the last few seasons with Chicago. Katai had a real good run 2 years ago, scoring 12 times and having a hand in 5 others for the Fire. Pavone locates Question. His first touch just let him down, and he knows it. Hands to the face in regret for Sasha Kleshchin. Now 34 years of age. coming full circle tonight. Back on his old stomping ground, not too far from where he grew up in Huntington Beach in Orange County. Here's Tahome, who's floated back over to this right-hand side into the Galaxy half. Well read by Nick Depew. And a nice step on it. It'll be hard for Daniel Steres to get his place back, as Depew has really been the real deal, not just last week against Houston, but impressed in the preseason as well. Scoring a goal, as I mentioned. Galaxy looking to build down this right-hand side. Quite get it going. And it'll go back to David Bingham. Here's Jonah Dos Santos, the Galaxy having a Lions share of possession. 10 minutes to go until halftime. Jonah Dos Santos, great touch here from Emiliano Insua, showing off his pedigree. Plays it out, comes Clépeau, and it was Katai bearing down. Clépeau about 5 yards shy of the edge of the penalty area. Read it really well. Had a nice starting position, well off his line, and it was Clépeau who has felt the after effects of that collision with Alexander Katai, who was played in. Wonderful ball played through by Insua. He's going to add a real attacking element from a defensive position. The guy that can play at left fullback as well is in the center of defense. It was the left boot of Katai who caught the face of Clépeau, the Vancouver goalkeeper. It's a real nasty hit to Maxime Clépeau. Not the biggest of goalkeepers, but nimble, and he's shown an adventurous penchant for coming off his line tonight, to say the least. The Galaxy have knocked on the door several occasions, but they've really yet to work Maxime Clépeau. Trying to fine-tune things and create a little bit more sharpness in that final third. It's a fine start from Vancouver. The Galaxy able to play their way back into this one. Hey, Galaxy fans, you could be a part of a new era here at Dignity Health Sports Park. Join fellow LA Galaxy supporters groups like the Angel City Brigade, Galaxians, and the Galaxy Outlaws in the newly renovated Victoria Block. For more information on how to join this safe standing section, all you have to do is visit lagalaxy.com/supporters. So 38th minute, quite a lengthy spell here as Clépeau will get some treatment from the Vancouver medical staff and their head athletic trainer, Jose Jimenez. Jonah Dos Santos back in the mix, wearing the captain's armband, taking it from Chicha, who deputized in the captain's role last weekend. So Clépeau will play through it. But from our vantage point, you can see swollen right elbow. Looks like he might have got a couple of rounds with Tyson Fury. So we'll play on, I'm sure. Referee Ismail Elfath will tack on a lengthy spell of stoppage time. And all is said and done here at the end of half number one. Clépeau sends it forward for Ibampois. Tybert gets ahead to it. Milinkovic relinquishes his touch to the ubiquitous Alexander Katai. Back to Depew under some pressure right now from Cavallini, playing that role as lone striker in that 4-2-3-1 setup. Not too many chances for the Canadian striker. Here's Pipo Gonzalez, who's flared out to this left-hand side in support of Pavon. Insua really likes to make those advancing runs down that left-hand side, leading to a lot of space between Pipo Gonzalez and his partner Nick Depew. And poor ball up from Rolf Felcher, trying to pick out the run of Katai. The Galaxy have had problems trying to knit from back to front. No problem getting it out wide and creating those chances and whipping in those crosses, but playing through the middle has been lacking. Here is Jonah Dos Santos. It's given away to Dahomey. Dos Santos did well to get a foot to it, but Vancouver able to win it back. And here comes Wong. Tries to fire one to his left-hand side off the back of Toussaint Ricketts. They get it back halfway inside the Galaxy half. Pull it back at now. Tybert orchestrating from the center of the park. Finds his way to Ali Adnan, and Adnan's cross is cut out nicely by Rolf Felcher. Now as he trying to settle into possession here under some high pressure. Putting it back to David Bingham, who gives it a ride. And Chicharito just fouling Josu Kamiri, undercutting the big Tunisian. Kamiri missing out most of 2019, making just one appearance. And that one appearance here in Carson in that 4-3 win for the Caps last September. Knee injury really slowing him down, trying to play his way back into full fitness after a rigorous offseason. Dahomey played into space down the right, just in front of the byline, pulls it across right in front of the face of goal, and Ricketts was right there on the edge of the box. Partially caught unaware. It'll be a throw for Vancouver. What a chance that was for Vancouver. No one making that run, and that is why everyone tells you as a youngster, keep your run up. Make that run to the near post. Make that run to the far post. And Toussaint Ricketts caught flat-footed, dead center. If he continues, he's got himself the simplest of tap-ins right in between Nick DePuy and Pipo Gonzalez, the Galaxy Central defenders. Free kick for Vancouver. 4 minutes to go until the half. Keep it right here. We'll have the Galaxy halftime show for you. Recaps of the best moments and break it all down with the stats and have a look at some of the scores elsewhere. Busy Saturday in Major League Soccer. It's all coming up on the Galaxy halftime show right here on Galaxy Radio. Tybert just getting underneath it. Joe Corona tidying up in midfield. Katai has drifted all the way to this left-hand side. Still well within the Galaxy half. Corona under some heavy pressure from the Caps. Insua releasing Katai. Pavone's drifted over to the right-hand side. And Katai's ball, he appeals for the handball. He's not going to get it. Referee says play on. Possession now to the center. Short-lived for Toussaint Ricketts, who's bowled over from behind by Joe Corona. So a free kick coming up here for Vancouver. Galaxy looking for their third win in 4 meetings against their Canadian adversaries. Won last year in Vancouver in April, 2-0. You remember that game, punctuated by a Panenka penalty kick from Vancouver's Ali Adnan that was saved by David Bingham. Galaxy getting goals from Daniel Steres and Zlatan Ibrahimovic in the second half to cruise to that victory. The other win coming in September 2018 when Ibrahimovic was on target twice, as I mentioned, and Roman Alessandrini from the penalty spot, 3-0 over the Whitecaps, who've had a real poor run of it. In fact, 3 times in the last 4 years, Vancouver has failed to see any postseason action. Dahomey links up Huang, great play, and it's Dahomey who belts one in just from the edge of the box. Saved and well held by David Bingham, who had to be alert. Got down well, did Bingham. That's not easy. It was a real blistering, what they call daisy cutter, right on the floor. David Bingham making another save, just 2 here in the first half. final minute plus added on time here at the dig. Jonathan Dos Santos finding a right-sided Christian Pavone. Chicharito has been starved for service. He's brought down under the foul from Kimiri. Stood him up, and Chicharito, they won themselves a free kick here from about 28, 30 yards out. Dead center, and Chicharito clutching his right rib cage. Jasser Kimiri, a big boy, 6'4", Tunisian. Late in arriving, so only 2 minutes have been added on of stoppage time at the end of half number 1. Free kick for Alexander Katai. Christian Pavone. Looks as though it will be Christian Pavone to take it. They brought Depew forward along with Pipo Gonzalez. Pavone chips one in right off the head of Depew. They got too far underneath it and sent it sky high as it bubbles over the Vancouver crossbar. No goals for, no goals against. Galaxy looking for their first shutout or clean sheet since last August. And when they defeated FC Dallas by 2-0. Milinkovic linking well with an onside to St. Ricketts on that far left-hand side for the Caps. Here's Adnan switching the point of attack, but overhitting it entirely. And a cross that was really lacking in quality from Ali Adnan. Uncharacteristically so. He has over 70 caps for the Iraqi national team, along with those 5 goals. So 30 seconds left. The Angel City Brigade, that new fan section, joining forces with the Galaxians as well. Just behind the Vancouver goal here in the first half. The Riot Squad into that corner to the right of David Bingham on the eastern side. And that's going to do it. First half is in the books. Chances not at aplenty. Alexander Katai coming close. It was Andy Rose hitting the crossbar after a well-orchestrated free kick. And after the end of play here in half number 1 on the Galaxy home debut, our scoreline reads Los Angeles Galaxy 0, Vancouver Whitecaps 0.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
As the official education partner of the LA Galaxy, Southern New Hampshire University celebrates the goal setters and the goal getters, the hard workers, the fighters, and the up all-nighters. At SNHU, we celebrate you. With flexible, affordable online courses and more than 200 programs to choose from, earning your degree is a goal you can achieve. Learn about SNHU's online courses at snhu.edu. Your celebration starts here. Visit snhu.edu.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports in Chicago, Illinois.
What's faster, more agile, and powerful than the LA Galaxy? A brand new Maserati Ghibli from San Manuel Casino. That's right, San Manuel Casino is giving away a Maserati Ghibli every Thursday in March. That's 4 chances to win one incredible Maserati. Club Serrano members can earn entries at the most slots on the West Coast and the most thrilling table games. San Manuel and the LA Galaxy are all thrilled. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
If you've been looking for a great deal on a new car, truck, or even a minivan, we're going to make it easy. Because now, during Toyota's We Make It Easy sales event, you can get huge factory cashback offers on new 2020 Toyotas, like $2,000 back on Tundras, $1,750 back on Siennas, or $1,500 back on Avalons. There's even $1,000 back on Tacomas or CHRs. So see your Toyota dealer today. Excludes TRD Pro. Must take delivery from new car dealer stock by midnight March 2nd, 2020.
It's easy to buy or lease any new Toyota and easy to own one. Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care no-cost maintenance. You're covered for all normal factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. Performed by certified technicians using genuine Toyota parts. See your dealer for Toyota Care details and exclusions. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places. Shasta. Shasta, the official soft drink of the LA Galaxy. It has to be Shasta.
And welcome back to Dignity Health Sports Park here in Carson, California. It's the home debut here in 2020 for the Galaxy, embroiled in a goalless draw against visiting Vancouver. Happy to have you along. Christian Miles coming your way on Galaxy Radio and the Galaxy. Let's take a look at the stats and break down the first half. Plenty of opportunities here for the Galaxy, but a case of misfiring. 8 shots, none of which have been on target. Several chances for Alexander Katai. Christian Pavone steering across into the gloves of Maxime Clepeau. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, 7 shots for Vancouver, 2 of which have been on target, both saved by David Bingham. We got a good hand to it. Andy Rose coming closest as well on a well-worked free kick as his header hit the top of the crossbar. The Galaxy have had 54% of the possession here in the first half with an 82% passing accuracy. And that is in contrast to 80% accuracy here for Vancouver. Not a lot of chances created. The Galaxy, though, with a big edge in corner kicks, 5-1. They've actually outfouled Vancouver by 11-3. No offside against LA, 1 against Vancouver. And the 1 booking here in the first half for the LA Galaxy winger, Alexander Katai. But if you characterize this first half, you have to say a chance. Saw them create some chances, put themselves in positive positions, but the lack of conviction in front of goal has once again come to plague the Galaxy, but they have not created enough and integrated Chicharito enough into this attack for him to have any influence or impact on this game whatsoever. And I'm sure right now, I'd love to be a fly on the wall, but I'm sure that's exactly what Guillermo Barros Esqueloto is saying to his troops at the break. We've got to find a way to get this ball to Chicharito and create those chances for the Mexican, who is so good at moving into space and finishing. That will be job 1. Goalless here at the break. Stick around. There's more coming up on the Galaxy Halftime Show next.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
As the official education partner of the LA Galaxy, Southern New Hampshire University celebrates the goal setters and the goal getters, the hard workers, the fighters, and the up-all-nighters. At SNHU, we celebrate you. With flexible, affordable online courses and more than 200 programs to choose from, earning your degree is a goal you can achieve. Learn about SNHU's online courses at snhu.edu. Your celebration starts here. Visit snhu.edu.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. a model beer steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
What's faster, more agile, and powerful than the LA Galaxy? A brand new Maserati Ghibli from San Manuel Casino. That's right, San Manuel Casino is giving away a Maserati Ghibli every Thursday in March. That's 4 chances to win one incredible Maserati. Club Serrano members can earn entries at the most slots on the West Coast and the most thrilling table games. San Manuel and the LA Galaxy are all thrilled. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
If you've been looking for a great deal on a new car, truck, or even a minivan, we're going to make it easy. Because now, during Toyota's We Make It Easy sales event, you can get huge factory cashback offers on new 2020 Toyotas, like $2,000 back on Tundras, $1,750 back on Siennas, or $1,500 back on Avalons. There's even $1,000 back on Tacomas or CHRs. So see your Toyota dealer today. Excludes TRD Pro. Must take delivery from new car dealer stock by midnight March 2nd, 2020.
It's easy to buy or lease any new Toyota and easy to own one. Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care no-cost maintenance. You're covered for all normal factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. Performed by certified technicians using genuine Toyota parts. See your dealer for Toyota Care details and exclusions. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
And welcome back. It's halftime here in Major League Soccer. The home debut for the Galaxy. Goalless at halftime here against the visiting Vancouver Whitecaps in a game that's left a little bit to be desired in terms of attacking proficiency. The Galaxy having large spells of possession and able to unlock that Vancouver defense, but unable to punish Vancouver on too many frequent occasions. But chiefly amongst them, Chicharito largely absent from influence here in the first 45 minutes, and kind of a continuing trend from what we saw last week in Houston. They're trying to get things going for him and integrate him into this attack, but so far it has not been so good. We shall see if that will be one of the areas that they target for improvement as we inch closer and closer to half number 2. So far for Vancouver, have to be pleased, although they found themselves dominated in midfield through large stretches of this game. It's a team that put on the 2 best chances, testing David Bingham on 2 occasions. Andy Rose hitting the crossbar. Other scores: Real Salt Lake 1, Chicago 1 earlier today. Real Salt Lake 1, New York Red Bulls 1. As well as a draw from Montreal away to SC Dallas 2-2. DC United 2. Inter Miami and David Beckham 1. 2 consecutive losses for Becks and Co. Toronto wins 1-0 over NYCFC. Atlanta United without Josef Martinez besting FC Cincinnati by a score of 2-1. An emphatic win for Minnesota away to San Jose, 5-2. And it's a final score in Kansas City Sporting 4, Houston Dynamo 0. And it was the Colorado Rapids with a 2-1 victory earlier today at the expense of Orlando City. And not the way that Orlando wanted to begin 2020, so we shall see if there's room for improvement. Another match unfolding here tonight, and simultaneously with our game is Portland. They find themselves down 1-0 at halftime. Unfortunately for them, that one actually tomorrow. Seattle down 1-0 to Columbus at halftime to round out the scores on a busy day in Major League Soccer. We're going to step aside. We'll have the second half next.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year. Powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. Power up like a pro. Contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Saving is easy with Spectrum Mobile. Unlike other providers, you can actually mix and match our unlimited and by the gig data plans so you can build the perfect family plan. Unlimited nationwide talk and text is always included. See for yourself with the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator. Go to spectrummobile.com/save and see how you could save up to 40% or more. Plus, you can change plans without penalty, and there are no added taxes, fees, or contracts. Visit spectrummobile.com/save. Restrictions apply. Check for details.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
What's faster, more agile, and powerful than the LA Galaxy? A brand new Maserati Ghibli from San Manuel Casino. That's right, San Manuel Casino is giving away a Maserati Ghibli every Thursday in March. That's 4 chances to win one incredible Maserati. Club Serrano members can earn entries at the most slots on the West Coast and the most thrilling table games. San Manuel and the LA Galaxy are all thrill. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
If you've been looking for a great deal on a new car, truck, or even a minivan, we're going to make it easy. Because now, during Toyota's We Make It Easy sales event, you can get huge factory cashback offers on new 2020 Toyotas, like $2,000 back on Tundras, $1,750 back on Siennas, or $1,500 back on Avalons. There's even $1,000 back on Tacomas or CHRs. So see your Toyota dealer today. Excludes TRD Pro. Must take delivery from new car dealer stock by midnight March 2nd, 2020.
It's easy to buy or lease any new Toyota and easy to own one. Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care no-cost maintenance. You're covered for all normal factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. Performed by certified technicians using genuine Toyota parts. See your dealer for Toyota Care details and exclusions. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife, nutrition for a better life. And Toyota, let's go places.
And welcome back. It's Galaxy Radio coming your way live from Car City, California. The venue tonight, Dignity Health Sports Park. The teams, LA Galaxy at home to Vancouver as we get set to embark on half number 2. The Galaxy and Vancouver still looking for their first goal of the evening, and both looking for their first win of the season. One change coming in at halftime, and it is for Los Angeles, and it's a big one, folks, as Perry Kitchen has replaced Jonah Dos Santos in the center of the park. Kitchen played the full 90 last weekend against Houston, and now will run out the final 45 here. Unsure as to whether that is by necessity of health or fitness or a tactical switch. Remember, Jonah Dos Santos coming back from a groin injury that sidelined him throughout most of preseason. Second half underway. Galaxy begin in possession. Will attack the eastern goal here at the dig. Looking for a little bit more sharpness and precision. Chiefly more conviction in front of goal here in the second half, and trying to give these fans something to cheer about. It'll be interesting to see how the inclusion of Kitchen will affect things. He's an out-and-out true number 6 who loves to act as that shield in front of the back 4. They lose a little bit of distribution with Dos Santos hitting the sideline. So we'll see what kind of an impact that will have. Here's Katai with a brilliant first touch to wheel around Russell Tybert. Corona in support, and here come the Galaxy charging down this right-hand side behind Felcher. Links up. Chicharito sets his sight towards goal where Kleshtin was making a run, but Jasser Kamiri able to intercept on Vancouver's behalf. Good start here. Galaxy have to play quicker. At times it was almost lethargic. But then again, it's only match day 2 and a long season. Better linking play on the inside, though. We'll see if the Galaxy continue to persist with that crossing philosophy. 27 crosses raining in on that Houston defense from LA last week. And by his own admission, Guillermo Berros Escalota saying they just weren't good enough to find Chicharito. Here is Chich on a quick turn. Corona trying to play it off of Milinkovic. He's done really well to keep possession right in front of the Galaxy bench via the throw-in. So it will be a throw. Soccer fans, join us for the biggest moments of 2020 as an LA Galaxy season ticket member. Season ticket members receive the best seats at the best rates, exclusive access to Galaxy players and alumni, invitations to members-only events, and more. You can secure your memberships today at lagalaxy.com/since96. It opens up Chicharito far side where Pavone was waiting. Janio Biquel, though, first to that cross. Takes a deflection off of Dahome and a far side throw-in for LA. Here's Pavone making some inroads. Insua on the overlap. As it derailed, it's Pavone sets his sight on goal, and the first shot on target coming on the 48th minute for LA as Pavone has his long-range attempt outside of the area held easily by Clepo. Pavone had a wonder strike on the edge of the area. If you haven't seen it, log on. Check it out on MLS.com. It was a thunderbolt from the Argentine, who really has such immense potential. The guy who played the 2018 World Cup for the Albiceleste of Argentina. Meanwhile, other side, and here comes Vancouver all the way down inside the Galaxy's defensive third. Dahome's cross. It may sit up now. It's Milinkovic who fires and sends that one high. Milinkovic hovering just on the edge of the penalty area. Couldn't find the target. Interesting story, this David Milinkovic, on loan from Hull City of England. Born in France and came through the Red Star Belgrade system in Serbia. It's produced so much talent in the past. Nowinski, of course, played a role in the only goal last week, setting up. Milinkovic set up Nowinski in the only goal for Vancouver in that 3-1 loss at home to Sporting Kansas City. Meanwhile, Katai's won it back. Kitchen links with Sasha Kleshchin. It's the right-hand side here for Alexander Katai. And here comes Vancouver. Toussaint Ricketts in a 1v1 against Pipo Gonzalez. Steps over Ricketts. Great defending from Pipo. Gonzalez had his critics, but he did well in a 1v1 situation against the speedier Toussaint Ricketts. So a throw-in deep inside the Galaxy defensive third here for Vancouver. Cross comes in and easily headed away by Gonzalez. It drops for Pavone, who is more withdrawn and fouled. And here comes Pavone, working this left-hand side to good effect. Had a strong start. Adnando wins it back. Milinkovic going to work down Vancouver's left-hand side. They made some inroads as well. Adnando and a meaty challenge from Nick DePew. Hey, the kid hasn't put a foot wrong. It's his MLS home debut tonight, coming through the LA Galaxy 2 system. He was the Galaxy 2 Defender of the Year in USL last season. He's proven to be an able deputy for the missing Daniel Steres last week and preferred to Steres tonight to partner Pipo Gonzalez in the center of that Galaxy back four. Good story for that. In similar vein to Daniel Steres, who also came through the LA Galaxy 2 system many years ago before making his debut, I believe, back in 2015. So a free kick here for Los Angeles. David Bingham standing outside of his penalty area, about 10 yards to the right of the box. Still no goals between Vancouver and LA on match day 2. First home game of the season for the Galaxy. Left-hand side for Pavone, who's made some inroads in his own right, trying to play it into the path of Insua, but Tahome tracking back really well. The Colombian shielding the Argentine. That all South American duel, and it will be a goal kick for Maxime Crepeau. Hey, Galaxy fans, be a part of a new era at Dignity Health Sports Park. Join fellow Galaxy supporters groups, Angel City Brigade, Galaxians, and the Galaxy Outlaws in a newly renovated Victoria block. For more information on how to join this safe standing section, make sure to visit lagalaxy.com/supporters. Ricketts rising over Kitchen. Well won there by Joe Corona. Falls to his backside, and it will go all the way back to the Vancouver defense. Push it back for Kamiri. Part of the tandem with Rose. Risky ball as Chicharito lurking. Did a big mistake. Linkovic, though, deep inside his own half. Higher pressure here from the Galaxy, trying to win it back. Trying to sustain that defensive pressure. Kleshchin, a clever turn past Inbam Huang. Head up now from Sasha. Lays it over for Pavone on the edge of the box. Plays it in the path. Insua crosses. Felcher belts it in. It's a great save by Crepeau to deny the Venezuelan fullback. He did really well. Great build-up play. Started with a nice little run from Pavone. The overlap from Insua pulled it back. Made in South America. Venezuela to Argentina. Here's Pavone yet again. Can't get the best of Bikel on this occasion. And Cavallini's just bowled over in the back by Depew, no call. And here come the Galaxy behind Katai. Tries to put it on that left, shows too much of it to Wong, and it's swept to safety by Bikel. All the way back to Nick Depew, sends it back to goalkeeper David Bingham. He's looking very colorful and fluorescent hot orange tonight. No mistaking him. Bingham now in his 3rd season with the Galaxy after moving in 2017 the San Jose Earthquakes, where he spent 7 years. Galaxy with those 2 changes from the outset. Made 1 change at halftime. Kitchen reinstated after a starting role last weekend. Sebastian Lletget still on the bench in favor of Joe Corona. Meanwhile, big switch, and here comes Pavone looking to run at defenders. Drops it to that right. It's Pavone! Almost a carbon copy of the goal he scored against Houston. Put it on that right and found himself at a good angle. He's a guy that thinks goal first, Pavone, even though he's playing in a wide role. Saw what a prolific partnership he developed with Zlatan Ibrahimovic last year. Those two had a great understanding. Trying to rediscover that with his new partner, Chicharito, as well as Katai. Able to cut it back. Playing a little bit inside. All credit to Insua, who made the run down the left. So a throw in for the Galaxy at midfield. 10 minutes into half number 2. Galaxy with just 1 shot on target. Here's Corona, who's overrun now, and off to the races is Milinkovic. Plays it down the left-hand side into the Galaxy half for Inbam Huang. Just putting a foot on the ball. He's a clever prospect. Brings all kinds of creative inspiration. Adnan supporting the attack from left back, and Adnan, who has not had a good game tonight, loses possession. And now the Galaxy with a chance to counter. It's a 3v4 in favor of Vancouver. Big cross. Cut out. Janio Bikel has had a good debut tonight. Deputizing in the right back position as Nerwinski drops out of the team. Meanwhile, Kitchen at midfield, committing the foul. A free kick here for Vancouver. Hasn't been played at breakneck pace, that's for sure. Teams trying to build through possession. That's kind of the philosophy that Marc Dos Santos is kind of replicated from Guillermo Barros Esqueloto. Kamiri, they caught in possession moments ago, still inside the Vancouver half. Tybert striding towards midfield and enters the Galaxy half. And here comes Tybert, a trusty defender, central midfielder. They've worked it to the right-hand side. Dahomey steps around, onside for Toussaint Ricketts, squares it across. It was Cavallini who made the run, but David Bingham did really well. Had that one read on a line. Cavallini makes the run. Bingham holds his ground at the near post and remains sure-handed. Third save tonight for David Bingham. Two shots on target here for Vancouver. That cross cut out by Bingham, who was at the right place at the right time. Galaxy out shooting Vancouver 11-9, but only one of those 11 on target. And that 3 minutes into the second half from Christian Pavon. Here's Sasha Kleshtin now playing it down the left-hand side for Insua. Early ball, way too far out in front of Chicharito. The service has got to be better to Chicha. There's a lot of questions from some of these MLS pundits, such as Taylor Twellman, as to the method of the Galaxy and their support of Chicharito, opting to get it wide and whip those crosses in, similar to what we saw last year was Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who was an entirely different player. So now we're going to see the second substitution from Esqueloto. Nkatai will come off at the exact same moment he came off last week, and his shoes will be filled by Sebastian Lletget. This will be interesting. You may recall in some of the post-game comments, Chicharito was a lot of praise for how the game changed when Joe Corona came in about the hour mark against Houston. That allowed them to play with two strikers. And that's where Chicha said he felt the most comfortable. The main change in the dynamic here is Lletget tends to tug a little bit more inside than the wide-minded Alexander Katai, you could say. Here's Huang now playing into the path of Cavallini, but Bingham first to it on the edge of his own box. We'll see how Lletget slots in alongside Sasha Kleshtin. Meanwhile, player down, Russell Tybert for Vancouver. And we've got a momentary stoppage in play. The medical staff will attend to Russell Tybert, who's been with this setup before their MLS days, going all the way back to 2008. The second longest serving player in Vancouver history, making his 166th MLS appearance, trailing only Jordan Harvey, who made 179 before departing for LAFC a couple of years ago. So still no goals between these two. Two substitutions, though, utilized by Guillermo Barros Esqueloto. He only used two last week against Houston, that being Corona as well as Emil Cuejo, who came on for Lletget on the 87th minute, primarily playing a role on the left-hand side of defense. So Tybert's still receiving treatment from Jose Jimenez, the chief medical trainer for Vancouver. While we've got a moment, hey soccer fans, with spots filling up quickly, the time is now to register your team for the 19th annual Copa LA Youth Soccer Tournament over Memorial Day weekend at the end of May. LA Galaxy is excited to welcome back teams from Northern and Southern California, Mexico, Arizona, and Nevada. We look forward to hosting your team this May at the A.B. Brown Soccer Complex out in Riverside, California. For more information, you can visit copala.lagalaxy.com. That's copala.lagalaxy.com. Play resumes for the Galaxy. Chicharito building nicely through the middle, but the end product right off the foot of Corona, and now a chance for Milinkovic and Vancouver to break. Up to Cavallini, who crosses into the Galaxy half. Closed down by two defenders, and it's well won back by Sebastian Lletget, who did really well to keep his footing under the challenge referee plays advantage, and here's Insua bombing forward, plays it down the left-hand side for Pavone inside the box, the cross, and it's palmed away by Clepeau. Felcher right back into the area, but Tybert able to intercept on Vancouver's behalf. First time we've seen Galaxy able to stretch their legs in full flight to the counterattack. And back the other way we go as the game starts to get stretched. 62nd minute, no goals between Vancouver and LA. But things starting to liven up just a bit. I wouldn't characterize the first half as dull, or the first hour as uneventful. Teams making progress, mostly the Galaxy, but their ability to take those chances and the quality of those chances have left a bit to be desired. Felcher now finds Kleshtin, trying to locate the triangles with Sebastian Lletget. Two players that really relish the small-sided passing game. They like it tidy. Lletget and Kleshtin. I really think Kleshtin's going to be a positive pickup. He'll spray it long, but mishits it, and it falls to the feet of Janio Bikel. Here's Kamiri under the pressure of Chicharito, who's really put in the legwork tonight, despite chances being at a premium for the Mexican. Chicharito looking for his first goal in competitive play, going all the way back to the end of October when he scored for Sevilla in a 2-0 win over Getafe in Spain's La Liga. It's been a long time coming. 4.5 months for El Tri's best. Here's Pavone, meanwhile on the left-hand side. And it's a good bombing run on the left. Here comes Corona trying to set the table for Kleshtin, who slides it on the edge of the 6. Russell Tybert intervening for Vancouver. Throw-in for LA. Just to the right of the Vancouver penalty area. Pavone loses his footing and stumbles right past it. Imbam Huang providing defensive cover, and a corner coming up yet again. It will be number 6 for LA, their first of the second half. Pavone standing over it in front of the Riot squad. Whips a high one to the far post. Depew gets underneath it, and Kamiri volleys it clear. Perry Kitchen now looking to orchestrate. See, with that lone point actually coming into tonight, into today in the 9th position. It's a good run from Chicharito. He's got a little bit of space on the edge of the box. Chicha pulls one back, and he's upended by Imbam Huang. Disappointing end to that move, but they're starting to find him with more frequency. Meanwhile, Depew fouling Cavallini at center field, and it will be a free kick for the visitors. Vancouver team that has a reputation for developing young talent. Think, of course, of Alphonso Davies, who left for a $27 million transfer fee last year for German giants Bayern Munich, and he is really fitting in nicely in Munich. Key part of the setup for the Bavarians as they look to repeat as German champions and make a good run into the UEFA Champions League as well. Rose skies for the header, but only as far as Sasha Kleshtin, who claims inside the center circle. Across the halfway line, locating Emiliano Insua. Former Stuttgart man, plays it to the left for Pavone in a 1v1 against Bikel. He's a real live wire, isn't he, Pavone? Scoops one up, switches the point of attack. Felcher on the edge of the box. Now deferring to Lletget, puts in the cross, and there it is for Chicharito with his back to goal. Lletget played in, pulls it back from the byline. Vancouver on the ropes here. Galaxy just haven't had the polish. Trying to keep it on the floor a little bit more than we saw in half number 1. Jet proving to be good foil in midfield and providing a short passing linking game. should build a little bit more possession. The Galaxy have had 57% of it here as we approach the midpoint of half number 2. LA 0, Vancouver 0 on Galaxy Radio. First substitution upcoming right now for Vancouver. And they will bring in the likes of Ryan Raposo, the young Canadian who makes his MLS debut. So Dahome will come off. That'll be interesting to see how that works out. Raposo originally from Ontario, making his MLS debut. Let's see if it will slot right in the same position, if it will be a like-for-like fit. Will it be an alteration of tactics for head coach Mark Dos Santos? Meanwhile, Corona crosses over the head of Chicharito. Repelled with relative ease here. Pavone going right back to work on the left-hand side, just outside the box. Mikael claims. And Tusaid Ricketts, approaching midfield, is supported by Mikael. Here's Wong. Some nice triangles developing. Be a foul. They're going to get Corona for this tackle on Raposo. Joe Corona now getting his first yellow card of the season. Correction from the first half. Alexander Katai received his second booking in the first half, as he was booked last weekend in Houston. So Corona, his first start of the season and his first booking of the season. Hard to argue against that challenge from behind against Mbam Wong. He's starting to thicken just a bit. Emiliano Insua getting tied up with the substitute Raposo. Let's see what Ryan Raposo can add to the setup here for Vancouver. Free kick for the Caps. Good distance from goal, hugging that far touchline inside the Galaxy half, about 50 yards away, 40 yards away. They'll float one in, and underneath it with relative ease is David Bingham. Disappointing. Quite orchestrated the way they wanted to. LA looking to work it down this right-hand side. This Vancouver defense, but last off of Pavone, so it will be a Whitecaps throw. Kitchen loses out, and it's won by Mbam Wong, and here they come. Raposo sliding right through the defense, and he's sandwiched. Referee says get up and play on. Mark Dos Santos is absolutely irate, gesticulating here on the sideline. Nevertheless, the Galaxy able to keep possession. They give it away though, and here comes Milinkovic striding towards the Galaxy goal. It's on. Cavallini denied at the near post by David Bingham, who held his ground and did the fundamentals perfectly well. Brought that right knee down. No nutmegging the Galaxy keeper this time, as Cavallini was beautifully played through. Excellent move from Vancouver. Chances at a premium for Cavallini, like they've been for Chicharito as well. A tough angle for Cavallini. He tried to go near post and slip it between the legs of the Galaxy keeper, but it was not to be. Mbam Wong fouled once again. So it will be Raposo, the former Syracuse product. shoring up the right-hand side. Still at 4-2-3-1 setup, or whatever you want to call it, 4-5-1. Bosa taken 4th in the 2020 MLS draft. It's a throw in for Los Angeles. Less than 20 minutes remaining here. The Galaxy's home opener in 2020. Leggett buzzing around the midfield. Just past the center circle, looks up for Corona. Plays it wide to the right now. Felcher just outside the Vancouver penalty area. Drops back towards the middle. Cavallini dropping all the way back himself. And the counterattack is on for David Milinkovic. The French winger tucks inside now. Good run here from Milinkovic. Toussaint Ricketts has popped up on this right-hand side. Cavallini calls for it. Huang on the edge of the Galaxy box, and Huang fires. Caught somewhere between a cross and a shot. These two have been mirror reflections of each other. Both LA and Vancouver putting together some nice moves at times, but it all goes to pieces in that final third. So the Galaxy throw. Right in front of that Vancouver bench. Question flicks forward for Leggett, who's had a positive influence since coming off the bench. Here's Adnan, who's made a marauding run. He slips past one. Adnan, Toussaint Ricketts. It's 1-0. Brilliant setup play as Adnan slides right past the challenge of Depew and pulls it back for Ricketts, who one-times it on the side foot right past David Bingham. And just like that, Vancouver has snatched the lead, 1-0. Adnan, a brilliant run to elude the tackle. And Toussaint Ricketts slots it home for his first goal since scoring here last time in September against the Galaxy. He's done it again. The 32-year-old Canadian international. Now with his second goal in his mini games against Los Angeles. The goal clocked on the 74th. And now the Galaxy looking down the barrel of a gun with a quarter of an hour left. It got real quiet here at Carson. Corona loses out on the ensuing kickoff. St. Ricketts, and that's going to be the second booking against Joe Corona. It looked to be an innocuous foul, and Joe Corona is off. Oh my goodness. So 1 minute after Vancouver takes the lead, Joe Corona is sent off for the first time in his LA Galaxy career, and Guillermo Barros Esqueloto is the picture of consternation. He cannot believe it. It was a simple ball from Insua, and Corona heavy on the touch. He came in late and followed through, and that's a little bit harsh on Joe Corona, who got the best of Tybert on the follow-through. That's how he called it. 75th minute, Joe Corona is off, and to make matters even worse, he will be unavailable for the Galaxy's trip to Inter Miami next weekend. So down a goal, down a man, and disappointment starting to wash over Dignity Health Sports Park. Oh my goodness. Could it have gone further south for LA right now? Joe Corona, his second bookable offense for a follow-through on Russell Tybert. He did step on the top of his boot. And to the letter of the law in the referee's defense, it is a bookable offense. He cannot stop, and that's exactly what Corona did, is he followed through, missed it with his right, and then came through with his left. He didn't pull out of the challenge whatsoever. whatsoever. And so Tybert still left to feeling the after effects. I'll tell you what, Vancouver have got to be grinning ear to ear right now. Up a man, up a goal. And looking for their second consecutive win here in Carson at the expense of the Los Angeles Galaxy. What a turn of events. Galaxy do have one substitution available, however. That may force a little bit of a different think for Guillermo Barros Esqueloto. So it doesn't appear Tybert's going to be able to walk off under his own power. And a stretcher is coming out for the Canadian. Guy was with Vancouver going back to their USSF Division II days. The equivalent of what might be USL 2 now. So Tybert waves off the stretcher and limps off rather gingerly, really favoring that left foot. I have a good shot at Guillermo Barros Esqueloto, who is stoic yet concerned. The touchline. The Galaxy have an almighty task right now. So Tybert comes off. It's 10v10 momentarily. Galaxy now hard pressed just to take anything positive out of this one. Still plenty of time to do so. We approach the 79th minute. Free kick and play resumes. Question links with Pavone, tries to slot it through on the back heel for Chicharito. And Adnan. One of the rare positives for the Vancouver fullback, who hasn't had the best of evenings, but he set it up brilliantly for Toussaint Ricketts, who just had his side foot and tap it home. And for about 8 yards out. Here's Rolf Felcher, who fires into the cross. It's food and drink for a defender like Andy Rose. Cavallini tracks back now. The Galaxy in possession inside their own half for Pipo Gonzalez, who's pressured by Raposo. High line right now from Vancouver, pushing up higher and higher. Halfway up into their own half. LA playing with 10 men. Joe Corona sent off on the 75th minute. This is where possession is paramount. Depew, good ball forward for Leggett, who's broken the lines. Felcher now arriving on this right-hand side. Pavone drifts over to the right, and Leggett will pull it back right in front of the near side touchline. Pavone will fire in yet another predictable cross. Once again met by this Vancouver defense. And Huang releasing Raposo down this right. Not the biggest of characters, Raposo, at 5'7", 140 pounds, but able to get up and down the flank. Now play it again for the goal scorer, Toussaint Ricketts, supported by Milinkovic, and no urgency to get forward whatsoever from Vancouver. Adnan. Tybert, who's come back into the fray to give Vancouver the numerical advantage with 11 players. They'll switch it now for Janio Bikel. It's had a good night on his MLS debut, Bikel. Didn't commit the foul on that occasion, however. Number 3 changes for Marc Dos Santos' team. From the team that was walloped at home by Sporting last weekend. This will be a big coup for them. Well cut out by Raposo. Huang into the Galaxy half. Kamiri now locating Rose. Vancouver trying to milk as much possession as possible Here comes Tybert striding into the center circle. No space around Milinkovic, who's dropped to the middle. Adnan arrives, hits the first time cross to the far post, and Insua not going to take any chances, and he'll kick it over the byline. It will be a corner kick, just the second of the evening for Vancouver. Third and final switch coming up now for Los Angeles, and it's going to be Ethan Zubak coming in. So Zubak making his 2020 debut as Kleshchin will go to the bench. He's got 8 minutes to find an equalizer. So an attack-minded move from Esqueloto. So the corner upcoming. And Huang on the outswinger. Off the head of Chicharito, it's Repulso, sends it right back in, but only as far as Insua. And here comes the break. Chicharito for Pavone. Flag stays down for the Argentine winger, who's popped up on the right, hits it across, and Clepo first to it, and will follow the ball. Hey, Galaxy fans, witness the action and atmosphere live in person when the LA Galaxy returns to Dignity Health Sports Park coming up on March 22nd. Come watch as Chicharito, Jonah Dos Santos, Christian Pavone, and your LA Galaxy get set to take on Sasha Kleshchin's former team, Orlando City SC. That's coming up Sunday, March 22nd at 3 p.m. Tickets still available right now at lagalaxy.com/tickets. So another substitution, the second coming up now for Vancouver. One of their two new arrivals, along with Mikel, will be a young man out of Ghana, Leonard Owusu, who, like Mikel, just joined up with Vancouver last week after joining from Israeli side, Ashdod. He played since 2018. He will come on in replacement of Milinkovic. This with about 6 minutes and change remaining, plus added on time. Searching ball, Raposo underneath it on the right. Huang gets possession. The Galaxy need to get a hold of this. And down goes Toussaint Ricketts under the challenge. Took a rake to the face from Perry Kitchen. Kitchen no stranger to the dark arts, as they say. Just unintentionally raking it across the face of Ricketts. Play resumes. The header from Pipo Gonzalez. Felcher switches wide, just outside the box for Pavone, who whips one in. Second ball is available. Leggett was sizing it up, but couldn't quite get to it. Vancouver will take it over once again. But it's won back by Pavone. They need to find some urgency, and they need to create some chances. The Galaxy playing with 10 men after Joe Corona was sent off. This will avenge that 4-1 defeat on February 4th. Here in Carson. The preseason. Tybert, Huang, the Galaxy very deep right now. Here's Adnan, who had that great assist. Great assist. He'll whip another one across, looking for another assist. Adnan had 5 last year, almost scoring on his own right. Ricketts goes down. Referee's quick to point to the spot. It was just the faintest of touches from Pipo Gonzalez on Toussaint Ricketts. He bowls into the back of the Canadian striker, and the Whitecaps have a trip to the spot. This may be very harsh against LA. looked to be innocuous from Pipo Gonzalez. Doesn't track the run of Ricketts, comes in from behind. Oh, and it looks to be a sheer dive. Gonzalez, does he make contact from behind? Ricketts goes down. Was there contact between Gonzalez and the right knee of the Costa Rican and the left leg of the Canadian? Still no indications of VAR, as referee Ismail Elfath has pointed to the spot without hesitation. Was there contact? The camera angle not revealing one. Meanwhile, a booking for descent to David Bingham, I believe. He's told to march back to his line. And the Galaxy are staring in an embarrassing state of affairs right now. Cavallini has stepped up to the spot. And I can tell you, from seeing him play for Puebla in Mexico, he's a man who makes no mistake. So the penalty is awarded. And the kid who grew up in Uruguay, born in Toronto, now looking to strike in LA for Vancouver. One of the best and most powerful left feet in Liga MX has come to the fore in Major League Soccer, and this could be lights out for the Galaxy. It's Cavallini against Bingham, and Cavallini has it saved by David Bingham. A terrible penalty kick from Lucas Cavallini. And new life for the Galaxy on the 89th. It's a quick pitch out from Bingham. It's intercepted by Tybert. What a save from David Bingham. Didn't have to do much. In fact, made it with his feet. Poorly struck. Cavallini went right down the middle, and Bingham held his ground, stayed on the line, and a great reflex. That's something you'd see from David De Gea of Manchester United. What a save. Will it be for naught? Freddie Montero has come in, third and final switch for Vancouver, replacing the goal scorer, Toussaint Ricketts. The Galaxy behind Chicharito squares it across. Vancouver on the ropes here inside the Vancouver penalty area. What a turn of events. So Freddie Montero, the former Seattle Sounder, comes in. It will be a Vancouver throw on the 90th minute. Adnan over the head of Pavone. Felcher, though, reclaims possession. It's now or never for Insua and the Galaxy. And they cough it up. Imbam Huang for Cavallini, who wisely holds up play. Montero with a bleach blonde look these days, operating in the center. And there is good news for the Galaxy. Fourth official indicating there will be 7 minutes added on. And of course, after the lengthy injury for Russell Tybert as well. It'll be a throw for Los Angeles. So there is time. The Galaxy fighting and clawing, trying to take something remotely positive from tonight. They've been the better team in frequent spells, not large, overwhelming spells, but wasteful in front of goal is the way to describe it. Just the one shot on target so far as Chicharito drops deep. Big switch for Insua. He's been quiet here in half number 2. Supported by Perry Kitchen, who came on at the break for Jonathan Dos Santos. Felcher trying to slide it down the line for Sebastian Lletget, throwing for the Galaxy right in front of the LA bench. Lletget now. Felcher trying to slip through. He's done really well. Felcher on the edge of the box. He's upended by the defense of Leonardo Russo, who did well to stand up with Venezuela. Pavone now. Galaxy have reined in cross after cross. Pavone whips another one in low and hard. It was a good run. Ethan Zubak just a little bit late to it. He made the run to the near post, and you can't fault the kid for trying. Just a mad dash. Ethan Zubak came on the 82nd for Sasha Kleshchin. He had a decisive impact in this one. Zubak still looking for his first MLS goal. After making 3 appearances last year. Zubak getting his first appearance since last June. He appeared for the Galaxy in San Jose. 93rd minutes of at least 7 added on. Here's Montero, the former Seattle Sounder. Smart ball for Huang. It tracks it down, puts it into the danger area. Cavallini trying to square the Galaxy, wobbling right now. As Kitchen digs it out. And now the Galaxy looking to counterattack. Insua, head up, plays it to the left-hand side for Chicharito, who fires in that ball early. Repelled by Andy Rose. It's picked up by Leggett, and here comes Felcher to this right on the edge of the box. Far post cross. Chicha arriving. And Klepo just got a hand to it. Chicha leapt like a salmon, swimming upstream, but couldn't quite get to it. I'll tell you what, the Galaxy will look at game tape of this and said we did not work the keeper enough. Klepo has not had to make too many saves. Just the one. There's Montero trying to nutmeg Pipo Gonzalez. The Galaxy able to win it back. It's a head-up ball from Leggett. A little misguided. Zubak playing alongside Chicharito in a 2-man attack right now for Los Angeles. Make sure you keep it here on Galaxy Radio. Coming up after the final whistle, we'll take a break and have our post-game show. Recap this one, tell you what's in store, break down the stats, and give you all the finals from a busy day in MLS. It's all coming up on the post-game show here on Galaxy Radio. Free kick, Vancouver, 94th minute. Approaching the 95th. Vancouver on the precipice of just their 4th win in Carson, their 2nd in succession. 13 games played in this stadium. Here's Bikel, meanwhile, going to work on Zubak inside the Galaxy half. It's going to be a foul against LA. I'll tell you what, referee Ismail Elfat has called it very tight. He has remained in control of proceedings. Here's Felcher, who claims it. Sloppy from Vancouver. Heads up from Barry Kitchen, trying to play in. Pavone over the top, and Andy Rose read it. Pavone slides in. It'll be a throw-in all the way to the corner. Not a corner kick. Pavone quick to take it now. And it's Leggett who's thrown to the floor by Ali Adnan. And it'll be a free kick to the left-hand side of the Vancouver penalty box for Christian Pavone, about 10 yards away from the edge of the box. Klepo lines up on his near post. It'll be zonal marking with about 5 or 6 on the edge of the 6-yard box here for Vancouver. This could be a telling moment, a much-needed moment, as we are in the 96th. Pavone lifts, fires one, trying to pick out Depew. Delivery was decent now, and Raposo off to the races at the other end. Head up from the kid. It's one back by Leggett. Chicharito switches one over for Christian Pavone, who loses flight of it. And it goes off of his foot now to play, and that will probably do it for the Galaxy. 96 seconds left. The Galaxy down to 10 men. Cavallini fouled, not the throw. This is going to be an opportunistic victory for Vancouver. And it's really going to be a story that's going to send shockwaves throughout Major League Soccer. Chicharito without a shot on goal for the second consecutive game. The Galaxy with just one. They only put 2 on target last weekend against Houston. Tybert latches on. Seconds left here for Felcher, who's halfway inside his own defensive half. Depew gives it a ride. Chicharito closed down by 2 Vancouver defenders, and it drops for Leonard Owusu. He locates the other MLS debutant, Jeannot Bikel. May have staked a claim for starting right back spot. And that's going to do it. Full time here in Carson. A chorus of boos raining down on the pitch, and the most dour of season home openers for the Los Angeles Galaxy, going down to defeat to the Vancouver Whitecaps by 1-0. The only strike, of course, coming on the 74th minute by Toussaint Ricketts on a lovely setup from Ali Adnan. That proved to be the final dagger. Later on, it was Pipo Gonzalez fouling Ricketts, and Lucas Cavallini's penalty kick was saved by David Bingham, but not enough in the end. The LA Galaxy lose out 1-0 here in their season home opener to Vancouver. Stick around. We're back with the postgame show next on Galaxy Radio.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife, nutrition for a better life, and Toyota. Let's go places.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
As the official education partner of the LA Galaxy, Southern New Hampshire University celebrates the goal setters and the goal getters, the hard workers, the fighters, and the up all-nighters. At SNHU, we celebrate you. With flexible, affordable online courses and more than 200 programs to choose from, earning your degree is a goal you can achieve. Learn about SNHU's online courses at snhu.edu. Your celebration starts here. Visit snhu.edu.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
What's faster, more agile, and powerful than the LA Galaxy? A brand new Maserati Ghibli from San Manuel Casino. That's right, San Manuel Casino is giving away a Maserati Ghibli every Thursday in March. That's 4 chances to win one incredible Maserati. Club Serrano members can earn entries at the most slots on the West Coast and the most thrilling table games. San Manuel and the LA Galaxy are all thrilled. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
If you've been looking for a great deal on a new car, truck, or even a minivan, we're going to make it easy. Because now, during Toyota's We Make It Easy sales event, you can get huge factory cashback offers on new 2020 Toyotas, like $2,000 back on Tundras, $1,750 back on Siennas, or $1,500 back on Avalons. There's even $1,000 back on Tacomas or CHRs. So see your Toyota dealer today. Excludes TRD Pro. Must take delivery from new car dealer stock by midnight March 2nd, 2020.
It's easy to buy or lease any new Toyota and easy to own one. Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care no-cost maintenance. You're covered for all normal factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. Performed by certified technicians using genuine Toyota parts. See your dealer for Toyota Care details and exclusions. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
Underwhelming, shock, disappointment, all around miserable are just some of the ways you could describe the past 90 minutes here at Carson, California. So much anticipation, so much hype, and so much buildup surrounding this game and the home MLS debut of the newest face in town, designated player Chicharito. But the Galaxy fall short of the mark, well short of the mark, losing out a 0-0 to the visiting Vancouver Whitecaps, who finished in last place in 2019 in the Western Conference. This is the post-game show coming your way on Galaxy Radio. Happy to have you along on what is a dour night for Galaxy as well as Galaxy supporters. I'm Christian Miles, and let's take a look at some of the final numbers here. These numbers aren't going to be any more convincing than the final scoreline. The Galaxy all too often not creating enough chances going forward, an inability to integrate Chicharito into this attack and create clear-cut chances for the Mexican has cost them anything positive, any share of the points. In total, 12 shots for the Galaxy, but just one on target, and that came 3 minutes into the second half from Christian Pavone, despite the fact that the Galaxy dominated possession here in large spots, ending up with a 54% edge, in contrast to the 46% held by Vancouver. A passing accuracy of 79, which was bested by the 81 of Vancouver. But you have to look at the stats here, and one that might be telling: chances created, 0 for each team. Now, one was created for Vancouver thanks to Toussaint Ricketts and a wonderful chance created by Ali Adnan, but nothing going tonight for the Galaxy, who had a dramatic edge in corners, 6-2. They took a physical approach, committing 23 fouls to just 7 for the Whitecaps. And some yellow cards tonight is David Bingham, Alexander Katai, but the big blight will be Joe Corona, who was booked and received his second booking on the 74th minute, as the LA Galaxy had to play the final 15 minutes down a man chasing a goal. The sending off coming nearly on the ensuing kickoff following the strike and the go-ahead goal from Toussaint Ricketts. But the Galaxy, try as they might, they made the switch, bringing on Zubac for Kleshtin on the 82nd minute, and didn't create anything of consequence. No clear-cut chances. Again, the philosophy of crossing the ball into the box and hoping for Chicharito to latch onto it, or anybody getting to the second ball, proved to be futile. And the Galaxy unable to take anything of positive consequence out of this one. We're going to step aside. Keep it right here. Our post-mortem continues on the Galaxy post-game show.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. Power up like a pro. Contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
As the official education partner of the LA Galaxy, Southern New Hampshire University celebrates the goal setters and the goal getters, the hard workers, the fighters, and the up-all-nighters. At SNHU, we celebrate you. With flexible, affordable online courses and more than 200 programs to choose from, earning your degree is a goal you can achieve. Learn about SNHU's online courses at snhu.edu. Your celebration starts here. Visit snhu.edu.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage in their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
What's faster, more agile, and powerful than the LA Galaxy? A brand new Maserati Ghibli from San Manuel Casino. That's right, San Manuel Casino is giving away a Maserati Ghibli every Thursday in March. That's 4 chances to win one incredible Maserati. Club Serrano members can earn entries at the most slots on the West Coast and the most thrilling table games. San Manuel and the LA Galaxy are all thrill. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
If you've been looking for a great deal on a new car, truck, or even a minivan, we're going to make it easy. Because now, during Toyota's We Make It Easy sales event, you can get huge factory cashback offers on new 2020 Toyotas, like $2,000 back on Tundras, $1,750 back on Siennas, or $1,500 back on Avalons. There's even $1,000 back on Tacomas or CHRs. So see your Toyota dealer today. Excludes TRD Pro. Must take delivery from new car dealer stock by midnight March 2nd, 2020.
It's easy to buy or lease any new Toyota and easy to own one. Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care no-cost maintenance. You're covered for all normal factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. Performed by certified technicians using genuine Toyota parts. See your dealer for Toyota Care details and exclusions. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
A somber mood in Carson, California tonight. The LA Galaxy have lost for the first time in 2020, and the first game played on their home field in this new season. The only goal coming on the 74th minute from Canadian striker Toussaint Ricketts, beautifully played in on a pullback from the Iraqi fullback Ali Adnan. The Galaxy, to add more insult to it, finishing this game down to 10 men after Joe Corona was sent off for his second bookable offense and a foul on Vancouver's Russell Tybert, and that means that Corona will be unavailable for their next game coming up on Saturday as they get set to pay a visit to Miami. And former Galaxy player David Beckham, it's the Galaxy at Inter, and they will be without the services of Joe Corona in that one. Time to get you updated, though, on some of the other scores in Major League Soccer. We start with New England 1-1 at home against Chicago. New York Red Bulls get a point on the road 1-1 at Real Salt Lake. It was honors even between FC Dallas and Thierry Henry's Montreal Impact. That one ended 2-2. DC United edge Inter Miami 2-1 at DC, while TFC Toronto get the 1-0 win at the expense of the other New York club. FC Cincinnati continue to struggle, losing 2-1 away to Atlanta. Seattle coming back from a goal down at home earlier tonight to draw against the Columbus Crew. But it was San Jose who are absolutely pummeled by Minnesota United FC 5-2 at home, while Colorado and Robin Fraser continue their resurgence, 2-1 victors over Orlando City FC. Coming up tomorrow, it's Portland at home to Nashville, while LAFC will play host to Philadelphia. Now, the Galaxy, I can tell you this, the only good news tonight is there is nowhere to go but up. But I tell you what, it's going to be a night that will have a lot of hard thinking, and a lot of these players will have to look at themselves in the mirror and say, you know what, it was just not good enough. The Galaxy remain compact and defended reasonably well against a Vancouver attack. Let's to be honest, didn't create much, didn't offer much going forward. And the Galaxy going forward really lacking cohesion, unable to work anything through the middle, not able to link from back to front and knit that midfield to the attack. And poor old Chicharito still looking for a first shot on target tonight. Didn't have one last weekend as well. And suddenly a lot of questions, and the pressure begins to mount on the young Mexican. The pressure begins to mount on the LA Galaxy, and the pressure begins to mount on their head coach, Guillermo Barros Esqueloto, who has gone with this 4-3-3 setup. Time after time, we saw the ball crossed into the box, but the Galaxy unable to make anything of it, and it all became rather predictable and easy to defend, frankly, for Vancouver as well as Houston last week. And the Galaxy this time don't come away with a point. So onward we go. The Galaxy away to Inter Miami next weekend. That'll be followed by a return home and back-to-back home games against Orlando City FC and Sporting Kansas City. And we'll head to Minnesota United FC on April 11th, and then paying a visit to Philadelphia 4 days later. A busy week as they then head on the 18th of April to Toronto, and then returning home at the end of April to finish things out in the season series against the Houston Dynamo. A side note to this, the Galaxy can seek their revenge against the Whitecaps coming up on July 25th later this summer in Vancouver at BC Place. But that's going to do it for us. Once again, the final score, the Galaxy lose their home opener here in 2020. The Galaxy 0, Vancouver 1. On behalf of the entire crew and all the good people here at Dignity Health Sports Park, this is Christian Miles saying good night from Carson.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
As the official education partner of the LA Galaxy, Southern New Hampshire University celebrates the goal setters and the goal getters, the hard workers, the fighters, and the up-all-nighters. At SNHU, we celebrate you. With flexible, affordable online courses and more than 200 programs to choose from, earning your degree is a goal you can achieve. Learn about SNHU's online courses at snhu.edu. Your celebration starts here. Visit snhu.edu.
In 1925, Modelo began brewing beer for those who believe in better. A model beer, steeped in the tradition of tireless effort. A rich Pilsner-style lager for those who wear their heart and heritage on their rolled-up sleeve. Since our first batch 94 years ago, to every bottle raised today, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo Especial, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Drink responsibly. Imported by Crown Imports in Chicago, Illinois.
What's faster, more agile, and powerful than the LA Galaxy? A brand new Maserati Ghibli from San Manuel Casino. That's right, San Manuel Casino is giving away a Maserati Ghibli every Thursday in March. That's 4 chances to win one incredible Maserati. Club Serrano members can earn entries at the most slots on the West Coast and the most thrilling table games. San Manuel and the LA Galaxy are all thrilled. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
If you've been looking for a great deal on a new car, truck, or even a minivan, we're going to make it easy. Because now, during Toyota's We Make It Easy sales event, you can get huge factory cashback offers on new 2020 Toyotas, like $2,000 back on Tundras, $1,750 back on Siennas, or $1,500 back on Avalons. There's even $1,000 back on Tacomas or CHRs. So see your Toyota dealer today. Excludes TRD Pro. Must take delivery from new car dealer stock by midnight, March 2nd, 2020.
It's easy to buy or lease any new Toyota and easy to own one. Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care no-cost maintenance. You're covered for all normal factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. Performed by certified technicians using genuine Toyota parts. See your dealer for Toyota Care details and exclusions. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places. And SNHU. See yourself succeed at snhu.edu.